building the life you want to live isn't easy always. It isn't easy most of the time. So in today's episode of the Pursue podcast, I want to talk about building the life you actually want to live, visualize your life that you're going to live, and about building your legacy, building your dream life, and building something that outlasts you. So to get straight into it, how do I think about this? I'm thinking about this in a way that I want to build something that is personal to me, and we're talking business right now. So if you're not interested in business, you can just hop off and come back to the next episode or go back to other episodes from before. So you will want to build something that means something to you, that you can connect to, that you feel brings you forward all the time. You want to feel joy while building it, sure. But you want to build something that outlasts you and exists after you die most of the time. And that's for me the definition of building a good business. Building a business that actually is fulfilling, that actually gives you a purpose and has value to a brand, to the name, to the community around it. Because if it only lasts for 5 years, was it any good? Maybe, but it was just riding a hype wave that is not sustainable for the long term and won't build a legacy that you can be proud of to give to your children or grandchildren at some point. So what am I trying to say? I'm trying to say for myself, for example, I want to build Oath, my supplement brand, my luxury supplement brand, into something that outlasts me, pushes alongside the science over time, and grows into the future to become even more valuable, and not to build something that is just coming along and then dying again, but something that will exist in the future and people can associate with and be part of it and actually be proud of being a part of it. So how am I trying to achieve that? I'm trying to focus, also because it's luxury psychology, but I'm trying to focus on building a community around it, creating a feeling around it, creating a drive behind it to build a great team in the future, and then have people around me who have the same goals to target people who have the same understanding of the world in some aspects, that actually want to use the product and actually want to get better alongside it. So all of that is a complicated way of saying that I want to build something that has a lot of value and grows over time in value, so it only gets better. It has the community behind it that you can connect to and actually feel the drive behind. It has, maybe controversially, a common enemy, like people who lack discipline, people who don't have a drive to achieve their goals, people who don't plan their life and want to actually build something that lasts. If you're not in this part of group that actually wants to build it and actually wants to go for the goals, you're not welcome inside the community, but you will have a hard time feeling accepted inside the community. And this is with most brands around the world. Think about any kind of fashion brand as well. maybe you know Brunello Cucinelli. It's a classic menswear brand. Cashmere, and they got known for colored cashmere from Italy, and really expensive. But they have the common enemy of normal everyday jeans wearing, or like this new kind of ripped jeans and all of those hype, trendy fashion topics. All of that is not welcome in the universe of Brunello Cucinelli. And that's why it's already lasting for so long. Because you have to have something you stand for and something you stand against to actually separate yourself from the crowd. So people can side with you or not side with you, but they have to choose a side. They can't just be neutral about you. And all the big brands have that, and I think every big legacy brand needs it. And if you want to build a business, in my opinion, you should aim for building a legacy brand that exists over time, especially if you have a physical product brand. If you have a software company, sure, it's a lot harder to do the branding around it with a common enemy or something, because you just want to solve a problem. But there is still possibilities and ways to actually differentiate yourself and set a new bar at a new level and try something new that maybe in other industries worked before, but now you have to try and make that apply to your new industry. And I think this is really valuable. And I think this is also giving into the purpose and the joy of building it, because if you know what you stand for and what you stand against, you have a clear direction you can go into and build into. And if you are building always in the same direction, you're stacking chips after chips after chips after chips and getting ahead. But if you don't know what direction you are actually going in, you're stacking chips all around, but nothing's building high actually. And the common enemy helps to loosen those chips and take them and put them all on one stack and actually grow there. I hope you understand this visualization I'm trying to make here, but the next point I want to talk about is not what brand I want to build, or you, in my opinion, could build or should build, but more about the life aspect of it, the side of how can you actually visualize this life, because maybe you're like me right now and you're not having any funds, you're trying to bootstrap something, trying to come up with ideas, then sometimes having troubles with discipline and actually going out there and trying to push something through. You have a circle around you of people who want to drag you down or don't have the same mindset as you. How can you try and visualize this? For me, it helped to start journaling and writing down my thoughts, writing down what I want to stand for, writing down how I want to live, writing down what a successful life looks like for me, and things I'm willing or not willing to compromise on regarding building the life I want to live and building a life with other people around me that may need some compromises and people who I'm not willing to compromise for. So you have to start visualizing yourself already living the life in the future to actually get there, because most of the times you need the mindset of I already know what I have to do to get the next level and behave like you're at the next level, to get to this next level, to graduate to the next level, because you can't get to the next level if you haven't built the skills of the level that you're at right now. You need the skills to progress, and it's all a progression over time, and you need to stack skills and then hire people and all of that. All of it comes down to you talking positively to yourself and actually trying to become the person and not giving up on the dream of becoming that person. And that's hard, I know, because you always have something going on in your life. But I think it's worth it for everyone, because we only have one time on this beautiful planet, and why not take a chance and actually make the best of it? With that being said, I hope you can organize this rumble of my words in your brain somehow, and that you can actually understand what I'm trying to say. But just a quick summary: build something you stand for, gives you joy over time, and you can and want to give to your children or grandchildren and pass down to them in the future. And visualize yourself already living that life to get to this life, and behave like a person who already would have achieved those things, to persuade your own mind into thinking positively about acquiring skills, being disciplined, all of those things. With that being said, have a nice day, and I will see you next week.